All right, everybody, it is time for the And a Chaser Spirits and Beer Pairing Show. It is Wednesday, October the 6th, 2024. Jersey Johnny coming at you. With me, as always, is none other than the Whiskey Whisperer and the Beer Samurai. What do you shake your head no for? What
You
did I say
said
wrong?
October 6th. It's November.
I said November 6th. I read November 6th. If the word October came out of my mouth while I'm reading November, I really need a drink.
I think October came out of your mouth. You need a drink.
It's Wednesday, November the 6th. If I said October, I just shake your head. It's November. It is November.
It is.
Regardless of what I said, whether I said November or I said October, it is indeed November. So
that's what my phone tells me.
Right. So I'm looking up at the top. So you see the on the top of my bar, on the back of the bar, you see the Dogfish Head neon, right? So there's a number 0 in like the counter at the top next to it, and it literally says 0 head.
Okay.
So there you go. Right.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all.
That's not very encouraging.
No.
That's
but we have 3 talking heads right here.
There you go. There you go. So how are you two fine gentlemen on this lovely
Psycho killer?
Well, as I said earlier, I'm not going to let it bother me tonight. So for the purposes of this video, I am fine.
I am just peachy.
No, there's no peach in my cocktail. We'll have to do a peachy show one of these days.
We should do a peachy show. We'll do it in spring. We'll do a peachy show in
spring. Yeah, peach, that'd be better spring. Let's do stone fruit, not specifically peach.
True. That's good because you could do some apricot or
apricot, nectarine, plum.
Yeah, plum be nice. Yeah.
Is an apricot just a shaved peach?
Pretty much. Yeah. But it's a hairless peach. It's a bald peach.
Hey man, some of us like our peaches bald.
Well, this is true, and it's always good in the spring as well. So there you go.
I like a bald peach personally, but that's just my personal preference.
Hope springs eternal. There you go. So there you go. All right, but now that baseball's over, I can say that again and actually mean it. So
Dodgers, baby.
Yeah, well, congrats to your Dodgers.
Yeah, unstoppable this year.
And we were just talking about this on the sports show, and I got to say this: they were the best team in baseball. They were clearly the best team in the World Series. They were clearly the best team, unfortunately for us Mets fans. They were the best team in the NLCS, and they're going to be better next year.
Yep. I do have a question though.
It's disgusting.
Maybe Tom's hurt. I'm still wondering how much did everyone pull together, mostly the Dodgers, and pay Aaron Judge to just not show up?
It's funny you say that. This isn't the first time that a team superstar did not have a good World Series. Yeah. Not everybody's Reggie Jackson, right. And the Dodgers superstar didn't show up either.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no, everybody's waiting for the Otani and Judge show, and that never materialized.
That's the funny thing. I mean, not everybody. I mean, I hated Reggie Jackson, but you can't take away that, man, nobody had better October than Reggie. He was the man.
Mr. October, that's what they called him.
He was clutch, baby, clutch.
So we could talk about this while we have cocktails.
I gotta get started. Let me start this cocktail, if you don't mind. You mind if I go first?
You go first. I'm gonna take care of mine while you're going. I'll just tell you what it is after.
All right. I'm still trying to open my bottle
because I've got a little backstory.
But before you start your backstory, we haven't told everybody what the theme is.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was going to get into with the backstory.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
So the theme was supposed to be new acquisitions. Of course, those new acquisitions.
What is it supposed to be?
Those new acquisitions was now 6 weeks ago. But anyway, nevertheless, it wasn't
new acquisitions.
It's still new, right?
The first postponement was my fault, and then we had a change of theme. But anyway, here we are, new acquisitions. So what I've got here
is a special day.
And so the reason I've got a little bit of backstory is getting ready for that first new acquisition show that didn't happen. I had a cocktail all ready to go. Had that sucker ready, but now I've had 4 weeks now to think, and now I have a tendency to overthink every goddamn thing. So since then, I came up with 6 different cocktails, so now I had to narrow it down to the right cocktail and the right beer. So nevertheless, here's what I came up with. I'm using Endeavor Brewing and Spirits. This is their malt whiskey. But what was interesting about this particular American single malt whiskey is that it uses a combination of Speyside malt from Scotland, and it also uses Belgian Special B. So we've got that nice combination. So we've got an American single malt that's going to drink a lot like a Scotch.
Nice.
So this is why I came up with this particular cocktail. It's not a Manhattan and it's not quite a Rob Roy, but it's somewhere in the middle because of the Scotch malt this particular whiskey uses. So what I've got going on
it's a Rob Hatton.
Yeah, basically.
Or a Man Roy.
I like Man Roy better. Yeah.
Man Roy, it's a Man Roy. All righty then. So I'm going to make a rather strong drink. Due to circumstances, I'm going to make a rather strong drink. So I'll put 3 ounces of the whiskey in there. Let me set that whiskey down now. And I'm going to use some sweet vermouth. Now, I don't like as much vermouth as many. So a perfect Manhattan uses 1 ounce. I typically use about 3/4 because I don't like a lot of sweet vermouth. So I'm going to put that sweet vermouth in. And again, to slightly change up the cocktail to give it an Ozarks fall kind of feel, instead of using traditional Angostura bitters, I'm going to use black walnut bitters, which are indigenous to the Ozarks here.
Squirrels love them.
And let me paraphrase what he's saying. Black walnuts aren't indigenous to the Ozarks. Black walnut bitters are indigenous to the Ozarks.
Black walnut bitters are, but black walnuts are, yes. So let me shake that up nice here, and I've got my as Dave was kind enough to tell me what this glass was. It is a hollow stem coupe.
Hollow stem coupe. Yep.
And I had never seen one before. My wife found them at a thrift store, and I just thought they were rather elegant.
Your wife is quite the acquisitioner for you for your glassware.
So here's the thing. The reason I went with this cocktail is in the past I've talked about beer and whiskey pairings. I don't necessarily look for light flavors. I look for complementary flavors. This one I went more on the nose because here's the beer I picked up when we were on vacation. This is from Dark Horse. This is their classic Scotty Karate Scotch Ale, but I hadn't had this one in over a decade.
That's a
and it's 9.75. I mean, it's just I'm sure you guys have had it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to pop it quite yet, but I want to show you this cocktail here if I can get it out there without spilling a drop. There we go. That is beautiful, is it not?
That's a pretty drink.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
All right. Well, thanks for giving me some time, and I'm going to pour my beer while you guys start talking about your cocktails.
There you go. Well, I'll go quick. Actually, no, you know what? Dave, you go first.
Well, I opened while Tom was talking, I opened my new acquisition. It's Asbury, and I really thought I'd pick up the gin. I did not pick up the gin.
Sometimes I wonder about myself.
Picked up the vodka.
Nope. I picked up the Aquavit.
Aquavit. Very nice.
Okay, so can you explain that to me?
It's vodka-like, but there are some herbs in it.
It's herbal vodka.
It's basically
okay, vodka. All right. So it's a neutral spirit with herbs. Is that what you're telling me?
That's basically what we're saying here. That's pretty beer.
Okay.
And And what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a gin sake. So I wanted to do gin sake, but when I realized, I didn't.
Now you're doing aqua sake.
I'm doing aqua sake.
Aqua
Now I've gone 2 parts of the sake to 1 part the aquavit, because you kind of want to taste the sake as well.
Sure.
But I needed something to kind of marry the two together, something interesting. And what I have is this. This morning, I juiced some ginger in the masticating juicer.
Juiced some ginger. You masticated some ginger.
Yep. And I'm only going to start off with
in public.
Did you buy it breakfast first?
I hope you at least kissed it on the neck.
I'll let it sleep over. So I'm only using a tablespoon, just a stirring spoon of the ginger. I'm going to stir that up because I don't want it to overpower right away. I can always add more if I don't think there's enough of the ginger in it, but fresh ginger can really overpower. This is going into my Nick and Nora.
Your Nick and Nora.
Yep, I love that you're the glassware expert. When I don't know what something is, I have to ask you.
100%.
Sometimes.
I've got some glasses like that. I didn't realize it was called a Nick and Nora.
Yep, these are Nick and Noras.
Those are Nick and Noras.
Okay, I know this is going to sound like a stupid question. So is it the shape we're talking about? Because I've got some that are similar shape, but they have etching on the glass. Would it be the same?
Yes, it'll be the same. It's all about the shape, really.
Okay.
It's all about the size of the bowl, the relation from the height to the width, and if there's any flair to it.
And
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
in other forms of in other interests too, it's all about the shake, actually too. So you can yeah, exactly.
I'm going to add.
It's all about the base. That's another one.
That's another one. I'm going to add a little bit more ginger to this one.
I would add a little bit more masticated ginger.
Masturbated? Oh,
I prefer I prefer Marianne, but
masticated Marianne. There you go.
There we go. Now the ginger. Now the
which
ginger
one is
shining.
sweeter?
Which one is sweeter, ginger or Marianne?
But Marianne was sweeter.
Mhm.
Unless you pissed her off. She was a country girl.
Mhm.
And the thing is,
Oh my god!
okay, so it's 2 tablespoons of the ginger to 2 spoons of the ginger to compete with the aquavit.
Right.
The sake has moved off to the side, but it is adding just a touch of sweetness to this. So that's why So that's why I didn't, try any simple syrup, because I knew the sake would add a little sweetness to the type of sake I like. This is called Joy. It's a Junmai Ginjo.
Oh, Joy!
Oh joy!
See it right here. This is one of my
Yeah,
favorite.
no, I've had that. That is very good sake.
Makes me happy just looking at it.
And what I'm pairing it with is something that John's going to be familiar with, is Shell Collector.
Shell Collector. Yes.
Now this has got some Nelson Sauvin and some Vista in it. And I'm
Vista
thinking
option.
Now, where's that beer from?
that beer is from the man up in the upper right-hand corner there. That's from Red Bank, New Jersey. And I figured, well, if I'm doing something strong with ginger and herbs, I'm going to try an IPA with it. But I don't want one that's really, really piney or really, really dank. So
That would make sense. Yeah, I get that.
All right. Yeah,
And
that one's gonna have nice white grape notes with a little bit of pear, a little bit of melon. It's really tasty, that beer. So,
yep,
all right.
I thought that'd be a nice little pairing, and you know what? It works pretty well.
There you go. All right,
Okay.
I'm up.
You're up.
I kind of cheated, and I'll explain why. It's a cocktail. It's a cocktail, and it is my newest acquisition. You see my hat. You see the distillery on my hat.
I don't have my glasses on, and I'm on the little screen, so no.
It's Wiggle whiskey.
Wiggle. I couldn't tell if it was Wiggle or Weigel. Okay.
It's Wiggle.
Because someone was just recently in Pittsburgh.
I was just out in Pittsburgh a week and a half ago. I was out in Pittsburgh, so we went to Wiggle.
I didn't know
And,
anybody went to Pittsburgh on purpose.
We went to Wiggle. Yeah, no.
Well, actually, John and I have both done it this year on purpose and came
on
back.
purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
From a
He went
sports
out to see
perspective. I went out to see the Mets, and the Mets had.
He went out to see the Mets lose
beat-
to the Pirates, and I went out to see the Giants lose to the Steelers. So there you go. So, there you
Yeah,
go.
My
So,
the
condolences to both of you then.
there you go.
The Mets gave
But
up some home runs that the stadium ran out of fireworks.
fireworks. There you go.
I'm not even making it up.
So I picked up.
Fireworks.
Now they do a lot of different little things. They do bourbons, they do ryes, they do gin, they do a bunch of stuff at Wiggle. They really do, and it's fantastic. And some of the cocktails there are fantastic.
The bourbon's
really good, and the bourbon's very good. So and I do like the rye, but I picked up a bottle, and I only picked up a 200 milliliter bottle because of this one. They actually were out of the 750s. And I did really like this one. So I picked up a 200 milliliter bottle. So it's almost like a flask bottle, right?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Looks like maple syrup.
Of their Manhattan made with
With
Amaro.
Amaro. Oh, wow.
Amaro as opposed to vermouth, right? So it's an Amaro Manhattan. And I just poured it. And now I didn't do it. I cheated also because I wanted to chill it. But I didn't have all my stuff prepared, my entire bar set, if you will, because as you know, I just finished the sports podcast, grabbed my stuff, and started this one. So I'm actually having if you can call it, a Manhattan on the rocks.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
There you go.
I
So,
understand.
there you go.
We've
So-
all been in those time crunches.
We have.
but it's fantastic. You could taste the bourbon in it. You could taste the bitters. You could taste the Amaro, and it's Amaro vermouth. So it's an Amaro / vermouth that they call it. Amaro vermouth they call it, and it's theirs. It's their bourbon, their Amaro, and their bitters. So and it's
Very nice.
very tasty. And I paired it with Dave used the Coastal Brewworks beer. So did I. I paired it with poured out Starboard Home. So it's a rye ESB.
Nice. That
and
sounds
it's got
delicious.
nice caramel toffee.
If I had some beer from that brewery, I might do the same. But
you'll have a box. You'll have a box on the way. So, and this is in there. But yeah, it's you know, fruit like your typical ESB feels. You know, a little bit of the fruity malt there, a little bit of subtle bitterness at the end, and that rye spice really helps it dry out. It's really tasty.
Cool. Hold that glass up again, Tom.
And I poured it in proper glassware too.
So did I. Hold on. See.
Whoa, easy there. There we go.
There you go.
Tom, hold that up higher. So we can see that. There we go. I love the way that comes. Well, you're kind of blocking the stem.
Oh, I'm trying not to, but there we go.
Still, now you're blocking it with the other hand. But there you
go.
That's really cool.
So the stem's open. So it
Yep. That's very pretty. I
nice.
like that.
Very nice. Hollow stem.
So I dropped the cherries down in there first. That's why it looks more ruby down at the bottom. It's that cherry juice.
The cherry
dropped down to the bottom first.
Very nice.
I wouldn't. Is there actually cherries in there?
Yeah, there's 2 cherries on the bottom of the glass.
Ooh. Yeah. Hopefully they'll. Okay, so they haven't dropped down. Okay, just
no, they won't go all the way down. They stay right there.
They stay right there, but the juice from them.
Yeah, because they get shoved down there. Then
it does make them interesting to clean, though. Sometimes they need to soak for a while.
Yeah, that's what I do. Any of those or anything, especially like the Tikus, get your hand in there. They're a little bit deeper, whatever. That's got that little nub in the bottom, or and you're drinking a darker beer out of it. Yeah, just soak it for.
You need a bottle cleaner.
No, I know. In lieu of a bottle cleaner, though, soak it for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and it comes right out. You're good to go.
Yeah, put a little soap in there, shake it up real good.
So because this particular whiskey does use some Speyside malt, it does give you that single malt Scotch kind of feel.
Yeah.
So it quite
resembles. It's like I said, it's not officially a Rob Roy, not officially a Manhattan, but it's certainly an essence of both.
So we like Man Roy better than Rob Hatton.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not crazy about either, but nevertheless.
There you go. And Doug Smith commented in, he loves Rob Roy's and Manhattans, but does he love Man Roy's and Rob Hatton's? So that's the question.
Thanks, Doug.
You got a winner here. Cheers. Awesome.
I like Man Roy's art.
Really I do. I like Man Roy's art. Yeah. And he says, speaking of rye, has anyone had the Leopold Brothers 3 Chambers rye? The 3 Chambers still gives the rye a very heavy body and mouthfeel.
Yes, it is rather chewy. Yeah, I agree. It's very chewy. I like a big chewy rye.
Have I had that? I gotta look. I gotta look.
I don't think
talk amongst yourselves while I look. That's not talking amongst yourselves. Still silence.
Hi, David. Hey, David, what do we got to talk about? What are you drinking, sir? David, you tell me about your cocktail right there. Talk to me.
We already did the cocktail. It's almost gone.
Tell me about the flavors. Jesus Christ, man. Give me some.
About the flavor. We talked about the flavors. You were looking down, not paying attention.
I can rip for 5 minutes on anything. Talk.
Woof. Where's my biscuit?
Anyways, I digress. So the reason I went with I went with this particular combination, which is a little more on the nose than I typically do, is I wanted to use a Scotch ale, and because I had this particular whiskey, I thought I could really get close to that Rob Roy kind of feel. Endeavor happened to be the first brewery and distillery that I went to when we got to Columbus, and they were really good, man. The first beer I had there was their Baltic Porter, and it was just absolutely insanely good. They didn't have a Candor at a Botsep, but it was a 7.2% Baltic Porter, and it was just crazy good. Right. But the guy gave me a sample of this malt whiskey, which is why I bought it. So it was the first bottle of whiskey I bought in Columbus.
Nice. Nice. By the way, Doug Smith just commented and he said, you can order Leopold Brothers. They ship nationwide like Malort. Giants fans love Malort.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And I have the picture to prove it. Hold on.
If you like the taste of ass, Malort is for you.
The beautiful thing about Malort is it's really not that bad. And we had it at the tailgate this Sunday and brought it around, and everybody begged off except for a couple of people. But we made Dave Campanile drink it because he was a lot later than he said he was going to be.
There we go. Right there.
There's Brian Boak in the background there. He passed. But when Campanile showed up,
Hold on. On drinking the Malort.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Right.
He
Okay.
didn't pass on anything else. He didn't pass on the beers we bought. But
Exactly.
our friend Dave said he was going to be there at the beginning. Said
He was drinking everything
food,
with us.
and he didn't bring any food. He was there real late, so we punished him by making him
Didn't bring any food. What the hell's wrong with it?
Yes.
Calling him out on a live nationwide.
Oh hell
podcast.
yeah, hell yeah. Oh, he's not watching.
Worldwide
He's
podcast.
been a Zigmeister all day. He's not watching.
He's been a zig all day. Yes, he has. So I decided it's the time of year to start wearing my pop culture tees, if you will. So
Okay.
this one is from what movie?
Tommy Boy,
Tommy Boy.
Oh, okay. Look at you.
Mhm.
Fat man in a little jacket.
Fat man in a little coat.
So you're also T-shirt Johnny. Yeah.
I'm also T-shirt Johnny. Yes, there's certain times a year, and in a couple of weeks, and Dave, what T-shirt will I be wearing on the holiday beer show that this gentleman and
That'll be
John
the
will be on?
WKRP turkey drop.
Oh
Give that
yeah.
give that man a
yeah,
shirt.
That's awesome.
As God is my witness.
So we're not doing
I
a
thought
Thanksgiving
turkey's good
show, though, right? We're not doing a Thanksgiving show.
No, it's the holiday. The holiday beer show is the Thanksgiving show. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because that's kind of two different things, but
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Because we give thanks for beer.
Exactly.
Thanksgiving.
Giving thanks for beer.
well, I mean,
Oh.
Thanksgiving beers and Christmas beers are two different things.
Well, it's holiday beers. You can have
Holiday
a Thanksgiving
beers,
beer
okay.
if
I
you
got
want.
you.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
yeah.
No,
well, then I'm
because
gonna have to have more than one. Then I gotta have.
I'm
two or
probably
three.
going to have 5 on the show. so.
Okay.
And we do,
All righty then.
And then the Tuesday before Christmas, actually this year, the Monday before Christmas, we do another show where we do have Christmas beers on. It's only Christmas beers. And this year will be, every year it's my brother, except for last year. He had a family emergency, but this year he'll be back on. He's confirmed, along with Tony Drury. And I just cannot wait to see the two of them meet.
That's going to be
nice.
a show.
We got Corporate America and Tony.
Corporate America and the opposite.
Mr. Terlingua.
And believe me, every day of the week, give me Tony, and twice on Sundays. Nothing. I love Brian, but job wise, give me Tony.
Yeah. Job wise, yeah. I don't want to be trying to sell 401k plans to people.
No, exactly. I'm good. Just give me Terlingua and Antonio Alacron.
Give me some barbecue. Give me some firefighter training. Give me some canoe rides down the Rio Grande.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Rio Grandes, here we go. I'll just pull
Where
it
are
up
you
on
going
this.
with this? Where the hell are you going?
Well,
with
speaking
this?
of
Segue.
Rio,
Awkward segues 101.
well, Rio, right? Rio, her name is Rio.
Duran.
And,
Oh, that's right. Because John just went to a Duran concert.
I did.
Free.
And yes, I did. It was a gratis of Mr. Harry Lugans. Thank you very much. And
So you went to that Duran show?
last Thursday on Halloween.
Yeah.
And
I had a friend that was there. She
Pittsburgh
traveled to New York. I had a friend that was at that same show.
I didn't see her. I mean,
I need to introduce you now.
You
Now I
got
gotta
it,
tell
yeah.
her. Now I have to tell her I'm a friend that was there.
exactly. But about a half an hour into the show, Simon Le Bon goes off and comes back out wearing this right here.
Oh wow!
Okay, you're
You see
supposed to
that?
keep plastic bags away from children.
No, it's a chandelier.
That's a chandelier.
Okay. Wearing a chandelier on his head. Now he stood in that position, didn't move for 3 songs because it would have fallen off.
Oh my god!
And
And they're on this song.
what's he trying to do? Outdo Bork? What
I
the?
don't know. I don't know.
Because Bjork.
There's no Peter Gabriel. That's kind of Peter Gabriel
A
too.
little Peter Gabriel too.
Little Peter Gabriel, yeah.
A little bit of Bork.
Um,
Bjork. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong.
A little bit of Bjork here. You know what?
I'm singing it
actually
like the Swedish chef there, Bjork.
Bork.
Work.
Bork.
So we need to do a show with just a cocktail where we're all just talking like the Swedish chef.
First you juke the ginger.
Here we go. Here's a picture. Now everybody can see it better. There you go.
There we go.
All right. So yeah, he stood there for about
I'm having 1985 flashbacks.
Yeah, so he was doing 3, but they were new songs, right? And I think one of them was actually a Billie Eilish cover.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Very interesting. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so there was that.
Oh,
but the show was good. The show was good. Good show. I've seen them twice. I saw them in Nassau Coliseum in '88, and that show last Thursday. So.
Never seen.
Well, I don't know if you can see the pictures behind me, but I got Saxon and Uriah Heep from the show I went to back on my birthday earlier this year.
Oh,
May 24th here in town. Got Uriah Heep and Saxon right here.
Oh, I thought you had boys in the Boys to Men and Menudo.
98 degrees.
If you were close to me, I'd break your fucking nose.
New Kids on the Block.
I swear to God, there would be blood.
There will be blood.
There will be blood. I will never ever see a boy band. That's just terrible.
Well, that's not exactly true because Uriah Heep and Saxon, they have boys in them.
It's not quite. They're not relying on phony harmonies and bad songwriting.
Hey, not for nothing. The first boy band was the Beatles.
No, because they played instruments.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah. And they didn't dance.
True.
So
you probably you could say, let's see. I don't know who would be first. Let's see.
So what's your favorite Justin Timberlake song?
Cry Me a River.
I am very proud to say that I don't have one. I have one. Nor have I ever listened to Justin Timberlake.
I have one.
I like music. I don't like my ears to bleed.
You're wrong. I have one, and I guarantee you listen to this song. Guaranteed.
Dick in a Box?
Dick in a Box.
Hey.
Dick in a Box.
I don't know the song.
Hello, girl.
It's an SNL skit.
You got something for you.
Gotcha. See, I like JT because he doesn't take himself
seriously. You know we've been together for long time, such a long time. Anyway,
I do know the song now that you say that.
There you go. Step one. Cut a hole in the box.
Step two.
Put your junk in that box.
Step 3.
We can open the box.
Then it turned into Mother Lover.
Mother Lover.
Yeah. And then there was. It's not.
No, they did another. No, they
threesome one, right?
Yeah. That was the third one, the threesome one. Yeah. But then they also did like that whole Lonely Island thing. They did Jizz in My Pants. It was very Pet Shop Boys.
Very Pet Shop Boys. Okay.
Very Pet Shop Boys. And then I think the other one they did with 50 Cent. It should be 50 Cent. They did I'm on a Boat.
I'm on a motherfucking boat.
I'm on a motherfucking boat.
The other, the one thing that JT did on Saturday Night Live, I think my favorite one is with Lady Gaga when he was doing, was it Bring It On Down to...
Bring It On Down to Rappinville.
No, not Rappinville. Something Town. He was dressed like a beer bottle.
He was dressed... Oh, yeah. He was dressed... That one... That was the first one. He did that.
And she was dressed like a bunch of grapes with 2 wine glasses in her hands.
Wine glasses, right. And then they did another one. It was him and Jimmy Fallon. They were dressed as Timberlake was dressed as wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon was dressed as a Christmas like gift bag.
Yeah.
And there was the one girl, I forget the one I forget the one cast member. She was like the main thing. Like
Tom, have you drank any of that yet?
Well, it's you know.
Would you just refill it?
I just refilled it.
He just refilled it. You didn't see him doing that?
No. It's a 6-ounce snifter.
No, John. I was completely enraptured by your.
Enraptured, boy. Somebody got a word of the day calendar.
Enraptured. Speaking of Rapture, that was a good song.
Take Me Now. No.
Oh, it's the worst. Rapture's a good song. You can't be serious.
Kidding. Oh, come on. You don't like Blondie?
I love Blondie, but that's the worst song they ever did.
Yeah, but I guarantee you when it comes on, you sing the words.
I am not. I'm changing the channel is what I'm doing.
You ever saw Blondie?
Tom's a whole lot of black and white with very little gray in between. It's either the greatest thing on the planet or it can go fuck right off.
Yeah, that's a lot of truth, actually. Yeah, that is really pretty close to true. I never thought of it that way, but now that you say it out loud, that's pretty close to true.
That's pretty funny. On another note, I just thought of this. So Harry, back in Denver now, we were doing the show before, and he said that it snowed in Denver today.
Oh wow!
It snowed in Denver today.
What the hell snow?
So I said, "Fuck you." It was 82 degrees here in Belmar today.
Oh god, it was ridiculously hot today for November.
We're about early
November 6th.
We were low 60s, I think, here today.
Record temperature today. Record temperature.
Maybe that's why you said October, John, because it was just too warm to say November.
Well, I actually should have said August. Actually,
we have been rather unseasonably warm here as well.
Well, you're a lot closer to Denver in the snow that was there this morning. So,
well, we were just last week. We didn't get over. There was a couple of days we didn't get over 65, and now
that's
we're back.
true. And over the weekend too. Like when we were tailgating on Sunday morning, it was 48 degrees.
It was.
Oh wow!
It was quite lovely.
Lovely. 48 degrees is never lovely.
Well, when you're drinking a lot of beer at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's lovely.
Yes, it is. And when you're standing next to the grill. But if I don't
know, there we go. All right.
I don't know, John, at that tailgate, I was the only person not wearing long sleeves or jacket. I only had the jersey on.
Really? My gosh.
I had on a long sleeve T-shirt and my hoodie, and that was it. At the tailgate, I put my jersey on over the hoodie when I went in. So if you look at all the pictures, I just have my hoodie on. No, Jersey Johnny, not wearing a jersey at a tailgate. That was good.
I only had the T-shirt and the jersey. My arms were bare the whole time, so it was nice.
His arms were bare.
Well, you have the right to bear arms.
He does.
For now.
See what I did there? See what I did there?
I don't think that's going to change.
I promised you. I promised you I wasn't going to go there. Please don't give me material to work with.
All right, let's go. All right.
So back to the Beatles.
Back to the Beatles.
All because I'm looking at the Let It Be album right now, which is right over there.
So, Tom, I'll start sending you a couple of these reels too. I don't know. I think I sent Dave a couple. I've been, you're looking through reels. You go down that rabbit hole, if you will, right? And you just start scrolling through reels. You watch them and you scroll the next one, boom, boom, boom.
He keeps tossing me these things. It's like every now and then he does send me one that I haven't seen before.
Right. Yeah. What happens is my logarithm that sends me them, right? I send you one of them. All of a sudden you have the algorithm. Right?
No. I had the logarithm. Okay, you don't think I had the Star Wars logarithm before you did? Come on.
But still,
who are you talking to?
I've been watching. There's been a shit ton of police and Stuart Copeland reels and videos coming up.
Okay, if you start sending me stuff, I'm going to send you stuff back to fuck up your algorithm. Just so you know.
That's fair.
So here's the thing. Here's my issue with those things. I would love to tell you I don't watch them, but my rabbit hole is food. So I'll see this picture of food. I'll see this picture of food that looks like a great idea until I start the thing, and at some point, 3 ingredients in, it gets disgusting. But no, I've got to watch the whole thing because I'm already invested. So I'm like, yeah, you had a great idea to start with. Why'd you fuck it up?
I'm gonna show you something.
I tell you, one of my favorite groups.
Hold on. This is
me the whole damn show.
One quick thing. This is my Instagram. You go to the search field and it gives you all of the different things that fall into your algorithm, right? That is my Instagram algorithm.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much that beer. Food. I get a lot of food, beer, and whiskey. Yeah.
There you go.
Imagine that. I don't know why.
You were going to say, Dave?
We lost Dave.
He's sleeping.
It's like the first Lager Room guy show I did with you. Dave just passes out.
He's sleeping. There you go.
We're all talking. Dave just goes.
Nope, I'm checking my Facebook.
He's checking his email. He picks the middle of the show to look for it.
That was a great show.
That was a great show.
Well, no, let me take that back. The parts I remember, I really enjoy.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. But that was funny.
What show was that?
The first Lager Room guys show that Tom came in.
Yeah, when you were 99 on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that similar look you have now, and then but you started making
this thing on.
No. Okay, I'll hold it up here.
He started making noises out of his nose.
Are you looking for something specific?
No, just entertaining myself.
This isn't the time to look at porn, Dave. There's a time and place.
Please, entertain yourself, but don't entertain yourself. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, you were looking for Star Wars stuff. There you go. Anyway, yeah, it was ridiculously hot in Belmar today. Is Dave going to partake in the show, or is he just on Facebook?
Well, you and I are I'm just going to start talking to you, Johnny. All right.
There you go.
All right.
So, okay. So, what's our next theme for And a Chaser? What are we thinking about?
Dave, you said something. There was a whatchamacall coming up the next show. There was either that week or that day. There was a day of the week or something, wasn't it? I think you said that.
Let me see if I took a picture.
Because I know we got a holiday beer show, but we need a holiday and a chaser show.
That's not a bad idea. Why don't we do a holiday and a chaser show? It's it'll be the Wednesday before. So
yeah,
we'll do just before. That'd be perfect. Yeah. Well, we really need to do a holiday because I mean, holiday cocktails. Oh my Lord! I have so many ideas.
It would only be National Zinfandel Day.
We don't need any Zinfandel on the show.
No, it's not.
We don't do a wine podcast.
And
so holiday.
Let's not start doing a wine podcast.
Can we all agree on a holiday themed show? It could be a holiday beer with a holiday cocktail.
A holiday beer with a holiday cocktail. I like that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't have to be Christmas specific, right? It can be a Thanksgiving.
Just a holiday, just something that reminds you of the holidays with a holiday inspired cocktail.
Right. I like that.
I like it. I like it too. And since Dave's not participating, we don't care what he likes.
No. Well, here's one for you. Friday, Thomas, National Harvey Wallbanger Day.
Oh, wow. And so the only thing in my defense is that it was the 80s in Southern California and I was young and needed the money.
And you didn't know his name at the time.
Hey,
20 bucks.
I didn't know it was going to become a thing.
$20 is $20.
That's it. I was young. I needed the money. It was the 80s, Southern California.
Was that Andrew Dice Clay thing? Little Boy Blue. He needed the money. He needed the money.
Hickory Dickory
Dock. He needed the money, man.
Hickory Dickory Dock. That's a good one.
Oh, let that one go.
Mm-hmm.
Enough of that.
There you go.
Enough of that. Anyway,
old Mother Hubbard lived in a cupboard.
Oh God, that whiskey is so good.
Don't finish that. I'm not talking about the drink. Finish the drink. Just don't finish the Andrew Dice Clay.
I actually finished the drink, so I poured myself some neat. But I finished the drink, so now I poured some neat. But this whiskey's insane because you got those. It really has that single malt Scotch kind of feel because you feel those honey and heather like notes.
Now, where did you get that?
That nice smokiness.
I'd love to taste that. Where was that from?
So again,
in Ohio or.
Yeah. This is in Columbus, Ohio. This is Endeavor Brewery, and so they do beer and whiskey or spirits. It was the first stop in Columbus for us.
Right, Endeavor.
In Grandview area of Columbus.
Grandview area, Columbus.
Yeah, they're really good, man.
Since I was in Columbus, I got to get out there. I don't know why, but I got to.
Yeah, I'd like to. The thing is, my wife and I had never been to that area before. We're already planning on going back because we really didn't get to spend any time in Cincinnati. So we're thinking about next year, and if we're able to go to Cincinnati for a few days.
Yeah, Cincinnati's great. Definitely get to. I give you a laundry list of breweries to go to, and so can Rod J.
Can I tell you why we're going to Cincinnati? Because it's going to be a little embarrassing for myself.
Okay, go ahead.
So sometimes
court date.
My wife and I plan vacations around sometimes odd things. In this case, it's around a grocery store. We're planning a vacation around Jungle Jim's International Grocery because it's a great big store. We spent 3 hours there, and I quite frankly could have spent 10. But we're planning an entire vacation around a grocery store.
I got to tell you, coming from somebody that has planned vacations around large pencils. That's not that crazy. So.
It's not your fault, though.
No, but
frankly, I think I would travel for a very large grocery store.
I would travel for a large pencil.
It's great big. They got a great big international section. It's quite amazing. I mean, their cheese section alone is bigger than my living room. I mean, it's just monstrous.
Nice. See, that's where I got to get to. So you got to tell me where that is. I might have to go there myself.
Yeah, it's Cincinnati's Jungle Gyms. They got 2 locations. We went to the Eastgate store, and that's where we're planning on going back to. But yes, I've already been in contact with Rob where we're hoping we can meet up about that.
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. I would love to do a show with him and I together. That would be awesome.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Definitely. I'm just trying to look for.
Yeah, we're looking to get him back on the show soon.
Oh, he's a great guy, man.
I'm
Just
looking
announced
He's very knowledgeable, as you know.
Oh yeah, 100%. Where is this damn pencil? Well, I can't find the pencil.
John,
I can't find the pencil,
I'm
but
sure I can help you.
It's a big rubber stamp.
A
There
big
you go.
rubber stamp. There we go.
Yeah. So there you go.
Rubber stamp.
Gotta love it. So.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, we've done plenty of that stuff. So yeah, going to a grocery store, especially with something that has a cheese section that you're referring to as big as it is, I'm there.
Oh yeah. Oh
I'm
no.
there.
It's here's the thing. I didn't look at it. I didn't look extensively at it because we weren't able to buy any, frozen items because we were still on vacation. We weren't heading directly home.
Yeah.
But I looked at that and went, oh my God, my wife just, oh God, the fresh meat, the seafood section, the deli section, the cheese. Oh my Lord. We spent 3 hours in there and didn't even cover, probably covered about a quarter of the store.
And what's the name of the store? You got
Jungle Gyms.
Jungle Gyms. It's in Cincinnati.
I bought a lot of spices there. Oh yeah, it's in Cincinnati. Oh man, it's incredible. My wife spent 45 minutes in the soda pop section alone. I could have spent an hour in the hot sauce section alone, but I had to make myself leave.
Gotcha. Apparently, there's one in Fairfield, Ohio, too.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I guess I did. That was the other location, right? Fairfield. Fairfield. Yeah. Yeah, but another friend, Todd, who lives not far from there, said the Eastgate location was larger.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Gourmet food store. Oh my God, this place is huge.
No, it's a monster, man. I got to tell you.
Jungle Gyms International Market, gourmet food store, Claremont County, Ohio.
We were headed home, and there was a storm headed in right as we got there, so we couldn't spend as much time there as we wanted, but we were still there for 3 hours and barely covered it.
Next time I go through Cincinnati, definitely got to go there. Definitely got to go there. And make sure when you go back to, make sure you go get some Cincinnati chili too.
Oh gosh! So my wife and I did hit a Skyline Chili location. We hated it.
Go to Camp Washington next time.
Okay, we hated it.
Skyline is good.
No, here's the thing. My wife hated it. I actually didn't mind it, but it wasn't good enough for me to really want to go back.
Did you get 2-way, 3-way, 4-way?
Well, there's only so much I can say here. No. Here's the thing. I wish I would have bought some of the can to come back home and try it at home, when I wasn't having something there. But it just was my wife doesn't like that fine chili.
Gotcha. Plus it has cinnamon in it too, so that's
and Worcestershire sauce.
It does have that it's a very different flavor profile.
Well, the 4-way is the spaghetti, the chili, the cheese and the onions.
Yeah, I actually
5-way is beans. They have beans in 5-way.
I actually had a burrito that had everything in it. I didn't have the spaghetti because I didn't want the.
So you had a spaghetti-less burrito with everything.
Pretty much, yeah. And it was actually not bad, but I don't know that it was good enough for me to want to have again.
Well, if you go back again, try Camp Washington. I kind of lean towards Camp Washington over Skyline. Skyline is
okay. I'll keep that in mind.
So pretty good, but
yeah, we're planning an entire vacation over a grocery store.
That works. Fair enough. What are you eating there, Samurai?
M&Ms.
M&Ms. Now let me ask you a question. When you get down to having one of them left, is it still M&Ms? Is it an M&M or is it just an M?
You're a rank amateur if you're only eating one at a time, my friend.
No. If you spill them out and you're eating them, right? And
see, Dave, right at this moment, I've never felt closer to you.
Time out.
You
I
never
eat
eat
one
this-
at a time.
You need.
I
No,
never
you eat a
said-
handful. You eat a handful.
You eat a handful.
You open a
right?
package,
There is
you
never-
pour them in your mouth, or you grab a handful.
Now,
Nobody
never-
eats one.
There's
Yeah,
never
I
one
bet you're
left.
one of the freaks that eats one piece of popcorn at a time,
I
aren't you?
used the word if. If you're pouring them out,
There is no
eating
if.
them,
There's no if. This
And
is
then-
not.
There is no if.
and you
This
just
is
happen
not
to
a
look
like
in,
this. This is not a like this
and there's
scenario.
one. All right, hypothetical situation. There's one.
You end
left.
up with one.
You end up with one. However it happens, you end up with one.
It's an M&M.
It's an M&M
It's an M&M.
because George Carlin said it was an M. That's what I was saying.
It's an M&M because they're called an M&M.
They're
If,
M&Ms.
if they're
One is an
multiples, they're
M&M.
M&Ms. So if you just have one, it's an M&M.
An M&M. It's not an.
He
It's not an
An
M.
M&M. Ba-ba-da-da-da.
He
An
also
M&M.
said.
Oh, no, don't go there. I'll be singing all night. Don't stop it.
He also
An
said.
M&M. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
You got to mute his mic. There you go.
I went full laughing on you, but nobody got the joke.
I got it.
M&M.
I went Muppet show on that one. Muppets.
I know.
Laughing did it first, though.
They did. Doug Smith actually
Muppets
threw a
did
couple
it better.
comments. He said, Tony loved that guy. What a character. He said, Brew Guru and I went to Jungle Gyms together in the mid 90s. It's
Oh, my
amazing."
God.
And he says,
We just found out about the store, Douglas.
he says, I've been back twice with the wife, spent a whole day in Jungle Gyms.
Yes. And that's my
He says-
dilemma.
He says he loves Cincinnati. There you go.
That's my dilemma, Doug. That's my dilemma.
And and Cincinnati right now, whatchamacallit, Radio Pete from the sports podcast, his eldest son is taking his graduate school out in Cincinnati right now. He's out there. So he's out there often. So I'll have to tell him to go to Jungle Gyms.
No, that store is insane, man. So here's the thing. We had different plans originally, but a day before we left Columbus, our daughter messaged my wife with Jungle Gym. She just found out about it and let us know.
Wow.
So we changed our entire plans to go to that store, and it was incredible. I mean, we heard it was big, and we looked it up. But I mean, once you get there, it's even larger than you would think it is. It's amazing.
Definitely got to get there next time I'm in Cincy. And we're talking about going back to Louisville at some point. Excuse me, Louisville.
Yeah, that I would like to do. So our plan was actually to make one stop in Louisville on the way home, or Louisville. But we hit the remnants of Helene on the way home, and the road got rough, and we just had to keep going.
There you go. All right, cool. How you making out, Samurai? You just do me a favor, make me jealous. Hold that bottle up again, please.
Which one? This one?
You know the one I'm talking about. No, not that one.
That one?
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go. I
that's
love
just
you. I love you.
Show me the
Love
label
you.
again, Dave. I missed it.
Other side.
Oh, the Bib and Tucker. Oh, yeah, the
Tucker.
6-year Bib and Tucker. Yeah, that's what I thought. But you were moving it so fast, and my bifocals were slow.
I don't know how much is left in it.
Yeah, I got to
Just pour it on the glass. We'll find out.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be right over with the glass.
Oh, fuck nuggets.
There wasn't that much left. It's now empty.
There you go. It's now empty. There you go.
That was about half a shot left.
Gotta love it.
It wasn't even worth dirtying a glass.
Well, no, I would say that.
That's
There you go,
probably,
for half a
probably
shot.
the first and last time you'll see someone drink straight out of the bottle of Bib and Tucker.
All right. Well, Bib and Tucker, yes. I thought you were going to say drink straight out of the bottle of the show. It's like, no way. That'll happen again. Guarantee
That'll
it.
happen again, but not Bib.
There you go. Anyway. All right. So the next show, we're talking about holiday inspired, not necessarily Christmas, but holiday inspired cocktail paired with a holiday beer. Whatever that beer, whatever that
Not
holiday
necessarily specific, but a holiday, a beer that fits the holidays.
fits the holidays, right? Not necessarily a holiday beer, just a beer that fits the holidays. Gotcha. All
So,
right.
and a cocktail with gravy.
Cocktail with
Great, I can do that.
do that.
So here's the thing.
Beers from the Midwest.
So our theme was new acquisitions.
Right.
So I'm going to surprise you guys for the holiday beer show because you know what I always do for the holiday beer show, right? Or
Get drunk.
I always have something local.
we'll always have something local. Yes.
Oh,
So I picked up something while I was gone. So I'm going to go not local this time. I'm going to surprise you.
All right. Well, last year I can pull it up. Last year on the holiday beer show, I had. Let me just pull that up here. Hold on. Because in the for the Christmas in July show that we do, we usually do at least 4, if not 5 beers. But for the holiday beer show last year, how many did we do? Hold on.
I think John wasn't able to come on for some reason.
John couldn't come on last year's holiday.
But him and I have talked. He's really looking forward to this one. Yeah.
Yes, he is, definitely. I talked to him too. He definitely is. It's right here. I believe this is it. Yep, that's it. Let me open it up. Gotta love the notes. Gotta love the note keeping. Definitely gotta love the note keeping. Here you go.
Don't twist her up. Don't hurt her up.
We had 4 beers each on the show.
Oh gosh. Okay.
That's weak.
No, I apologize.
Okay, so I'm going to walk that back slightly. So my first beer is going to be not local.
We had 5 beers each on the show.
My first beer will definitely be not local, but at some point there's going to be some local. But
we had 5 beers each on the show.
But for our Anna Chaser show, I'm going to go not local. I'm going to go off board.
All right. 5 beers each we had, so that's awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, I already spilled the beans last night. I did find an Anchor Christmas.
Oh, did you?
I have 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. I have 5 years plus. I have that. I mentioned it last night. I have the.
Well, I'm going to have to be different. I don't have any of those, so I can't have those with you.
I have one of each, and I wasn't going to touch them because I want to do a vertical once they start making it again. Right. So. Right. But I found a second bottle of 2021. So I'm going to have that on the show, along with, of course, I have my Sierra Nevada celebration as well. So that's 2 of my 5 right there. So
there you go.
I got to go over the other 2. And one of them is always going to be a Belgian Christmas, whether it's Nice Schoof or Corson Dunk or St. Bernardus. One of those I'll have. So I got 2 other slots to fill. So I'll be creative. I'll be creative. There you go. So. Silence.
You're a very creative. You're a very creative fellow.
When it comes to drinking beer, I consider myself creative. It's true. So anyway, all right.
I'm going to mix it up a little bit, but you guys know me. I tend to go all local, so I'm going to change it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm a little scared and a little impressed at the same time.
You should be on both accounts.
I'm a little scared and a lot impressed.
No, you should be more scared than impressed, but I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sure I should be.
But I'm going to shake it. I picked up a lot of stuff while I was out that I'm very excited about. So
there you go. All right, cool.
All right then.
I think we should. Call it a show. What do you think?
It's a show.
It's a show.
It's a show. So I say every night. Every night I say, "Wife, let's call the night." I'll say, "It's a night." And she shakes her head and walks away.
She shakes her head. And walks
every night for 30 years, she's heard that same joke.
You know what I've been doing seriously lately? For some reason, and I don't know what it is. It's me. You know me. It's me. But anytime lately, or not anytime, that's a bit much. But a lot of times, people ask me a question. If it relates to a song, I answer the question in a song lyric.
Oh gosh, I do the same thing.
Like my daughter asked me once, we're in the car, she says, "Daddy, is the heat on?" I go, "The heat is on."
Well, I do I'm with you. I do the same thing. That's the part where my daughter just does this.
Yeah. Gotta love it. So, well, we're all the same here. So cheers to you two fine gents. My
Slancha.
Left the cheers.
You could have cheers with the Bib and Tucker. There's probably a little residue in there. Pick it up again.
No,
pick up something. Oh, fuck him. Anyway, fuck him if he doesn't want to participate.
I got nothing.
He's got none. All right.
I got nothing.
All right. Well, sit tight. We'll talk for a second. On that note, we will wrap up the show for today. We do want to thank everybody for watching. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. All of the Enda Chaser info will be on the Log Room website. That's www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember, like us and follow us on Facebook at Enda Chaser. And of course, all of our shows are on YouTube as well on the Logger Room channel. Remember, we go live with the video podcast on Facebook and YouTube every other Wednesday night around 6:30 p.m. The next show will be 2 weeks from tonight on Wednesday, November the 20th, right? Yeah, 20th, yeah. And for those of you who just
20th,
want to listen,
okay, got it.
And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcast, Amazon Music Podcast, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you can find the End of Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Drink a lot of beer and cocktails, but drink responsibly. And we'll talk to you in a couple of weeks, folks, when we'll be having our holiday cocktail and beer pairing.
I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too. Dave, you?
Absolutely excited.
You seem it.
You look ecstatic, Dave.
You're beside yourself right now.
I'm absolutely damp.
Here, Dave. There you go. No.
Dave looks constipated. Is
Is
it just me or does Dave look constipated?
I think he's constipated, but I think I know why. And let's end the show first, and then we'll talk about that after we end the show. And we're out. All right, folks. Take care, folks. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, all.
Cheers.